Hi, we don't really have a name right now, so we're just going to call each other unknowns because we don't really have a fixed name right now. But our whole performance is going to be a psychological horror. It's going to be somewhat based on
The Woman in Black.
directed by James Walton. Oh, can't pronounce his last name right. They expect me to remember names. Not my thing. But yeah, we're gonna use multiple practitioners. We're gonna use Stanislavski and the one who I found quite recently, Frantic Assembly, because I want to use physical theatre to build up more suspense than acting. Because I want to point. Because I only came in here for the more performing parts, but I want to actually try something different and use physical theatre just to make a point go through. You want to tell them about the story base?
No, because that's a bit living
What?
in it.
Okay.
But it's the performance, like, you know that something's there, but you're never actually going to see, like, eye to eye with whatever's there. You're always going to hear sounds in the background, you're always going to see silhouettes walking in the background.
Yeah.
But not until at the very end, you're going to like, actually get an encounter of the actual people who are doing it.
Hello. You.
Explain what Harrison's, Chloe characters are in the piece and your characters with.
Go first.
Me, I'm a ghost. You're never going to see my face.
Ghost slash demonic figure.
You're never.
It's a thing, okay.
It's
I don't really see on stage.
not my face.
You'll see silhouette and he's going to mostly like manipulate the main actor towards Chloe using physical theatre with Harrison.
You're
Just
never
tend
going to
to.
see me in Harrison's face.
Yeah.
And you always get like a jump scare kind of bit. Like we figured out like something what will make you jump where Connor comes on stage and he's just right near the curtain and he just talking to Chloe like, how are you? And when he moves, it's either me or Harrison are just going to be behind him, walking the opposite way through the curtain.
Also, what's going on mine, if you can't tell right now, my character is going to be somewhat of a father figure or emotional rock to the main character.
Who is?
My character is like the father type person.
Yeah, but here's the.
Chloe's the main character. Yeah. That's not specific enough.
Josh?
Yes. So you said the woman in black was what you got. Did you get some ideas off some of the scenes? Did you?
Yes, we watched The Woman in Black, the film, and we watched A Woman in Black in live as well. There's two like separate things how they use the staging.
It's mostly based off the stage.
Yeah, staging and lighting, isn't it? But we did take influence on we'll never know what the actual person looks like. We just only know the silhouette. Don't we? So,
Are you going to use any like technical elements to enhance the non-naturalistic
I was
side?
waiting for this question.
Good question.
Yes, we're going to use, it's going to be more like lighting and sound heavy, this performance this time. We're going to use multiple sound effects, multiple lighting effects like blackouts, flashing lights, different colour lighting. But me and Tom had a discussion about making our own sound effects with multiple items. I want to do that because it sounds more creative than getting a cheesy one flipping YouTube.
There's a scene like right at the beginning where it shows the backstory of the two ghosts, which is just two brothers, one older, just like 13-year-old and 17-year-old. And the way they died was because it was during the war, World War One. The mustard gas killed them, so we got the smoke machine coming on, mixed with a green and a yellow light, what will make it look like mustard gas, what killed us.
And we have done research on how in World War II people have died by gassing. One, okay,
World War
one. I'm joking. Okay. Oh, the hands are pulling on now.
Damien?
Are you going to be doing like, are you going to be like doing it a full scene, the opening scene where you and Harrison die because of the gas? Are you going to be doing like a full scene of it?
We plan on buying some gas masks, but the reason we died with them was because the gas masks were too big.
Yeah, we are making a performance. Not performance. Yeah, they're going to have a scene on their own. Mostly, it's not going to be a long one, but it's going to be while the people are coming in. While they're going to sit down, they'll just see like little flashes. So it's like a background story to that. So to them. All these hands.
Savannah?
Question.
I look myself
Oh,
away.
how are you gonna like use your costumes, you and Harrison specifically, to show that you're just a figure, you're not actually there, kind of thing?
Full black
Yeah.
from head to toe, and I bought ourselves some actual masks, what is black, and you can only see through the eyes,
Right.
and we're going to wear black gloves. So basically we're full on black, so if we stay on black, sorry Mara.
You're welcome.
This kind of
You're going to see our silhouette when we walk in the background and there's a light in front of us.
Right.
We're staying in the shadows.
Connor Hallisey?
Is it just going to be a straight acting piece or are there other elements in it?
No, like I said before, it's going to be
Theatre.
what's going on. It's going to be more physical theatre than acting, because we want to try something different with our performance. And I feel sorry for Mal, so yeah, you can go next. Have your
Where's it set?
It's going to set in somewhat modern day, in like a cottage area, the most stereotypical
It's in
horror-based themes.
the actual house what they're in. They've moved from England to France because in France is where they use the mustard gas in from the fields. So that's where the ghosts, that's where they would have died and that's where the ghosts are.
Yeah.
Is it set morning or night, or is it like it starts off in the morning, then it gets to night? Does
Yeah, it
keep
shifts from
going?
morning to night. It's going to be daily.
Okay.
Right, last two questions from Damien, then Savannah.
Do you want me to be on a smoke machine?
No,
Was it
we've
itself?
got an
It's
actual smoke
automatic.
machine, we don't need some guy in
Savannah?
Because you said that Woman in Black's kind of influenced you,
Yeah.
have you looked at the director and his other work and stuff like that?
I have.
That's 10 minutes ago.
No, not that. Except from that, yeah. But yeah, I have seen some of his work
Yeah.
because he's not really done that much of his work before. One Was Black is one of his more mainstream actual horror productions. I've looked into some of the movies and I would like to actually take some influence out of that through time.
The director, what's his name?
James. Well, thank you. I cannot pronounce his last name.
Him. Basically, he's done a few films what never really got the public side, but Woman in Black was such a major hit for him. He got that successful, he don't really need to do anything else.
Yeah, but I mean, have you tried looking at his other films and seeing what kind of techniques he's used and read up about
Yeah,
what's influenced his work?
I have.
I have not.
Well, that,
Yeah.
maybe that's
Oh,
an
yeah.
I'm
idea.
just a
I
horror
didn't
fanatic.
either.
Good.
He's not.
Okay,